Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again live for the MVWF and the League of Shadows presenting My Will Be Done. This event is an association co-promoted by the MVWF and the League of Shadows, and here we are on the road to ManchMania, folks. I am Damian Andrews, and I am your play-by-play man tonight. What?
Hey.
Oh, hey, Shadow King.
Hey, Damian Andrews, it's the Shadow King.
Yeah, I know. What is it, Shadow King?
Well, let me tell you something, Damian Andrews.
Okay.
I, the Shadow King, love the state of Massachusetts.
Okay.
Took a little trip to the dispensary today.
I can tell.
It was great. And out of all of that has been born tonight's event. My will be done. So I, the Shadow King, who's booking this motherfucking show, I'm super chill, I'm super mellow right now, but boy, I'm taking a different approach to what I'm doing tonight.
Okay.
So tonight we open with an 8-man tag team match, featuring all the scrubs and jobbers of the MVWF while they battle for superiority on the road to ManchMania. Little Bitches, Jimmy Controversy, Arn Patrick, and Turbotron.
Yep.
Will take on Walker, Paul Jobber, Kid Christian, and local talent. And immediately after that, the VWA of Frankie Fisticuffs and Johnny Uppercut take on the Kingdom of Nightmares, Adrian Knight and Mr. Nightmare. And of course, a huge classic MVWF brawl. Damian Andrews.
Yeah. What?
Do I not understand the history and the lineage of the MVWF when I book a match with two MVWF classics like The White Side and Awesome Raw and Awesome,
Yeah.
and make them go one-on-one?
Do you want me to
Of
answer?
course I do.
All right.
And tonight, baby, let me tell you something. The Shadow King, I don't give a shit about these two. But they insisted on stepping up to me and stepping to my boy Rock Holly and stepping to the #1 contender, MC Honky Lips, and I, the Shadow King. The League of Shadows accepted the challenge from Brandon Bones and AJ the Giant. And apparently, they're gonna go tit for tat with us today by having Tom Brady come out and be the second at ringside, just like the League of Shadows has Rock Holly. But let me tell you what,
You're standing in the way.
Ex-League of Shadows, little bitch.
Whoa. Fuck you then.
It don't matter that Tom Brady's out there. It doesn't matter
What?
that Brandon Bones and AJ the Giant are
come
out
on.
there.
All right.
They all can kiss my ass because even though we are no longer tag team champions, if I win this match here tonight, that VWA tag team sure seems like it's stepping up these days to try and take that tag team title shot at ManchMania. But you know, I am the Shadow King and I could always turn that around. And who's going to argue with me?
Me? You suck. You
When
lost
we
the
win
tag
this tag team match, we defeat these scrubs again.
again.
And send them packing that we don't get ourselves a tag title shot at ManchMania, folks. I am stirring the pot.
Yeah. Well, what happens if they win?
Straight from the dispensary. And
What?
in our main event, one-on-one, in a fight pit cage match, Ryan Crawford is once again without hot Asian wife. Inside the steel cage, no one knows where she is, not even me. But Ryan Doyle, of course, will be looking for revenge just like Kevin Welch did not too long ago, as Crawford now runs the gauntlet of all the former top contenders here all the way to ManchMania. Well, he will face the undefeated MC Honky Lips.
Right.
And then when we do
ManchMania next week.
and we recapture
21st.
the tag team titles, and Honky Lips wins the belt, and the Shadow King remains in charge of the MVWF, we will have taken over everything. And then we will have peace.
Well, thank you, Shadow King, for running down the card for us here tonight. And we are live, folks. From the Los Angeles Olympic Stadium. This capacity crowd here ready for some MVWF action here tonight. And these dark days for the MVWF continue to transpire in the shadow and the flame of the Shadow King ever since he took over booking the events. And we are about to get started with 8-man tag action. Very unique situation here, as we've got some up-and-comers, a couple of veterans, and some jobbers all getting into the mix here. Gotta tell you, this crowd has been hot all afternoon waiting to get in. Here in Los Angeles, a rare appearance by the MVWF on the West Coast. This event sold out in a very short period of time. The road to ManchMania and the chance to actually see Doyle and Crawford face each other one more time this year in a non-title match. As the battle between Brandon Bones, AJ the Giant, and the League of Shadows continues to burn the MVWF to the ground. And here we go, ring the bell. Walker and Arn Patrick. Walker jacked Arn Patrick last week with the help of his new manager, Wildcard. Their one-on-one match scheduled that last week did not happen, and they will be facing each other at ManchMania one-on-one. Oh man, jaw jacker and a high cross body and a series of piston rights and lefts by Arn Patrick, unleashing the fury on Walker in revenge for that dastardly attack last week. Oh, knee, low knee, oh, and a kick up high on the shoulder. And Walker drags him across the ring and tags in Kid Christian, who just a couple weeks ago nearly became the MVWF World's Heavyweight Champion. Kid Christian putting Arn Patrick through the arm wringer. Oh man, it takes a swipe at local talent. A guy he's not that thrilled with, and of course, let's not forget that Paul Jobber on the apron there is his stepfather. The second stepfather we've seen for Kid Christian since last year. Since Kid Christian's mom was hooking up with Trevor from Grand Theft Auto. Oh man, and clotheslines Arn Patrick over the top rope. And he's laying in the stomp. Oh man, nice spinning drop kick. Got him on the inside. Kid Christian dominating Arn Patrick here. Set up now. There's the tag to Stepdad. Arn Patrick now in the bow and arrow, being worked over. Oh, nice counter move into the cover, but Paul Jobber immediately shoves him off. Right hand connects. Going for the suplex up in the air. No, counter move. Arn Patrick fighting back and gets himself out of that corner. Snapmare, kick to the spine. The very rudimentary and no-nonsense approach of Arn Patrick. He's not a high flyer. He's not a technical wrestler. He knows how to protect himself, and he sure does love to brawl. And now he's marching around, somewhat confused about what he wants to do next. Apparently trying to get Paul Jobber to stir, and makes the tag to Little Bitch Ass. The perennial underdog, LBA. But boy, does he have some lightning quick moves. And the Bitch Ass Driver is one of the most deadliest moves in all of professional wrestling. And he tastes the turnbuckle, and it doesn't taste good. And a tag from Paul Jobber to Kyle Walker. Excuse me, just Walker. His second time into the match. Oh, man, and the waist lock. And tosses him up into the air. Nice kick right there, counter move. Little bit of possum played by LBA, and a low drop kick gets him in the side of the head. Walker is 100% pure beefcake meat. And here comes a guy that Walker knows pretty well, Turbotron. One of Walker's first matches in the MVWF was against Turbotron. They had a very closely competitive contest in which, well, Turbotron squeaked by a win. Up in the air, look at the strength of the robot. And now Walker looks to be in a little bit of trouble. And now off the ropes he goes. Oh, man! Turbo drop. And Walker brought to his feet, only to be thrown again as Turbotron establishing dominance. Oh, man, a nice uppercut. Oh, and the tornado forearm smash. Connects, topping him. And another turbo drop. And Turbotron all the way live now, goes through the ropes, heading to the top. Is he setting up for that flying high cross body that he defeated Walker? Oh, and Walker saw it coming in the back of his peripheral. Sidestepped him, and he crashed to the mat hard. But Turbotron will not be denied. He recovers very quickly. Straight right, spin kick, kick to the thigh. And now off the ropes goes Walker. Look out, referee. Oh, man, and Turbotron delivers a huge boot to the face of Walker. And LBA setting himself up. Nice jaw jacker. That's the type of thing that LBA would do. And into the corner, but he meets an elbow. Again, the quickness of LBA just too much for the much larger Walker to keep up with. 1, 2. No, my goodness. LBA almost stealing one right there. That stiff kick to the head The second that Walker has eaten, he's been out there on his own for a little while now. And LBA setting up. DDT on the apron. Now Walker is in big, big trouble. Oh, man. The pancake DDT on the floor, and Walker being devastated by these heavy-duty moves. Nicely done. Whoa! And there's the power of Walker. Just threw him over his head. LBA in at the 9 count. And again, the dynamic moves of little bitch ass overwhelming Walker with the speed and accuracy. And Walker just rolls out of the ring. He's had enough of that. He's taken a powder. Oh, man, busted him. Oh, but Walker just enraged by the blood in his face. Wow, little bitch ass refuses to take a step back. A guy who spent so much of his career being the rookie, being the underdog, being the one that nobody believed in, and LBA has made a career for himself as he just posts Walker's bloody face. And again. And the power of Walker. And LBA cut Walker off. Walker was thinking about maybe making a tag. No such luck. And again, that handspring telling Walker to bring it on as Art Patrick and Jimmy Controversy standing on the apron as LBA just taking liberties with this rookie Walker. And there it is, bitch-ass driver! But LBA did not go for the pin, and Walker recovered and just slaps little bitch-ass in the face. Oh, what is Walker doing? He's got LBA set up on the top rope and drives the knees to the midsection. And Turbotron going for a walk. You would have thought somebody would have tagged little bitch ass there. 1, 2 count only. And no one was of any assistance there. For the spotlight hogging, little bitch ass, and Walker wisely makes the tag. Oh, man, nice stomping. Kid Christian, I mean, as a jobber who has not won as many matches as he has lost, he has the unique statistic of earning himself a world championship match. And came damn near close to winning it. Off the ropes he goes, and a big boot by Turbotron. Oh, and the spin kick doesn't knock him down. And they are standing toe-to-toe. Look at the moves of Turbotron, and man, and dances right into the giant right hand. And Turbotron now climbing to the top rope. Waiting, Kid Christian slowly getting to his feet. High cross body avoided once again. And Turbotron gonna pay for his transgressions. Face first into the turnbuckle, but Turbotron, nice high heel kick to the side of the head of Kid Christian. Gets him out of that corner. A bit of a zigzag there. Bit of a surprising move from a Dare Campaign contributor. Didn't see him at the dispensary when the Shadow King went there. Kicks the midsection in the corner. Kid Christian now off the ropes. Big running knee in the corner. And LBA coming into protest, but Walker looking to cut him off. And Kid Christian gets the pin on Turbotron. The mighty knee in the corner. Got it done. And basically what it came down to was that Turbotron was not able to get anything going with those high-flying moves. But in the middle of all of this, we had ourselves quite the brawl between Walker and Little Bitch Ass. We'll have to pay attention in the future to see how that turns out. Well, congratulations, everyone. Okay, now lots of talk about the potential reward for being the winner of this match. The Shadow King alluded earlier on to the fact that he was going to put the League of Shadows in a World Tag Team match against the Jackson Boys at ManchMania. But both of these teams, being the Kingdom of Nightmares on the right, Adrian Knight and Mr. Nightmare, have a long-standing, unresolved rivalry with the Jackson Boys and the undefeated 3-0 VWA. Everyone showing that they have something of an argument here to get themselves into contention. How that's going to play out, I can't exactly say. And we are off. And of course, the League of Shadows, with all their wonky rules, leave this one open as a tornado match. Backbreaker by the VWA, and Frankie Fisticuffs immediately going for the bar stool, and he's got Mr. Nightmare in the bar stool. Will he get an early submission here? No, he will not. Here, the MVWF live on a rare Sunday. On the road to ManchMania, and Mr. Nightmare just gets swatted down. Oh man, it's also false count anywhere. No, go there for Mr. Nightmare. And Adrian Knight looking for a weapon. He's got a sledgehammer, and Johnny Uppercut takes it in the guts, and Frankie Fisticuffs' head just collided with the apron. Oh my God, what a kick. And now the action spilling all over the place. Fisticuffs with a hard head, apparently. I gotta wonder if he's not playing a little poker face here. Hour-long time limit. Potential tag title match at ManchMania. Oh man, and Adrian Knight splats on the floor. Straight punch, uppercut. And then Mr. Nightmare's out looking for an equalizer. And he's got a karate stick. Fisticuffs, oh, to the guts, and to the back of Mr. Nightmare, and again! Mr. Nightmare making so much pain reality. Oh, German suplex into the ropes. Fisticuffs going for the cover. Temper's starting to flare. And the VWA standing tall with Mr. Nightmare all by himself. He has been isolated. Up in the air, Fisticuffs. Drops him for the brain buster. And now Adrian Knight gets in there and goes after Uppercut, who was just leaning against the ropes. Oh, drop kick to the spine. And he comes up and kidney shivs Fisticuffs, who grabs him by the throat. Oh, man! Press slam into the spine buster. But that left him vulnerable to Mr. Nightmare. Counter move, though. Fisticuffs too powerful, too much size, too much strength. Oh, man. Dual super kicks and uppercut. Got the shoulder up. Almost 3. And that one blast of a knockout shot by Adrian Knight has gotten it done before. The VWA likes to do things in threes, and there's another German suplex, and he rolls through and takes a head off of Mr. Nightmare. And Adrian Knight's right there to break it up. But Fisticuffs will not lay off. Adrian Knight needs to get involved. And he does. Stomping Fisticuffs in the mustache. And again to the mustache. Trying to kick it off his face. Oh, man, down he goes. Shoulder blocks by Mr. Nightmare. Gets tossed over the top rope. But look at this action all over the place. Double sledge right over the head of Adrian Knight. And now Johnny Uppercut all by himself against the Knights. And he's being double teamed. Snake eyes. Cover him. 1, 2, and uppercut kicks out at 2. Fisticuffs was on his way. Power bomb. 1. Oh, and Mr. Nightmare breaks it up and takes out referee Joe Stromboli. Mr. Nightmare waiting for him. Man, there are bodies everywhere in this one. And Mr. Nightmare fighting through the pain. Trying to stay relevant in this one. Trying to control Frankie Fisticuffs. And another German suplex, as Mr. Nightmare has taken a beating in this match. Elbow smashes by uppercut. No referee. No matter right there. Adrian Knight kicked out immediately. He did not want to leave a visual clue right there or make anyone say they have another argument, considering how dense the argument is right now against the League of Shadows and ManchMania. And the title shot, like, the tag title shot has not been announced yet. The Jackson Boys are the tag team champions, and they could be defending the belts against any of these teams. Mr. Nightmare looking like he's getting frustrated out there. Oh man, gut shots. Oh man, uppercut. Just does the slide on him and a big steeping kick. Oh, and a cannonball. Fisticuffs now going to try to exploit. Going to try and pick the bones. Half and half suplex onto the head of Mr. Nightmare. Cover that man. 1, 2, and he kicks out. Are you kidding me? And the VWA making them pay. And another German suplex. And Adrian Knight turned inside out, but Fisticuffs found himself vulnerable to a side attack by Mr. Nightmare. Leg sweep takes him out. Frankie Fisticuffs has had his way with Mr. Nightmare here tonight, and now he's got him in the stretch rack. Oh, uppercut, so much strength into the key crusher, and Adrian Knight kicks out. But Adrian Knight right there to catch uppercut. Oh, kicked out reversal, DDT. And uppercut is the last man standing. Adrian Knight waiting for him outside the ring. Face first into the edge of the LED board. An uppercut, perhaps looking to put him away. Up on the shoulder. Oh, Adrian Knight felt it coming. Something devastating this way comes, but Adrian Knight fought his way free. And now he's freaking out. Fisticuffs running to intercept Mr. Nightmare. Oh, man. And Mr. Nightmare right there knocked out Fisticuffs with the super kick. Oh, and Adrian Knight takes off the head of uppercut. Goes for the cover, Mr. Nightmare. Smooth as silk. 1, 2 count only. And now goes for the cover on Fisticuffs. Couldn't get it. Backbreaker. Oh, Adrian Knight wanted to throw that Camelot kick one more time. Way out of range. Man, the exhausted strikes of Mr. Nightmare as he desperately tries to pull this match together. 1, 2. No! Uppercut. Just got the shoulder up. Nightmare was there to play goalie. Adrian Knight perhaps looking to be the closer on this one. Flapjacks him down. Fisticuffs needs to recover. He's up. Mr. Nightmare into his armbar. Fisticuffs needs to get over there, and he makes the save. Grabs him by the jowls and slaps him in the face repeatedly. Super kick. Oh, he caught him. He got him. The Kingdom of Nightmares have beaten the VWA. I have to say that was a bit of an upset. But they are so motivated. They took such a beating throughout this match, coming back from a huge deficit where none of their strengths that you normally associate with the Kingdom of Nightmares, their submissions, their teamwork, nothing really worked for them this entire match, other than the fact that they're just tough. Look at this right here. Power bombed him on the back of his head. Because both teams were very cognizant of making sure that their tag team partner was covered.
Here are your winners, Adrian Knight and Mr. Nightmare, the Knights of the Round Table.
Congratulations, gentlemen. You know they're going to be making their case for a World Tag Team title match at ManchMania. And I think this crowd agrees. Well, folks, I gotta say, this one will probably be a straight-up brawl. In fact, I know it will be. These two men battled over the MVWF Championship so many years ago, back in Phase 1, back in when it was called the ManchMania Championship. We're talking probably circa like 2000, 2001. Whiteside, former ManchMania champion, as was Ron Awesome, was the actual first homegrown talent to win the MVWF Championship. Of course, the little-known dirty secret is that the first MVWF champion was Bubba Ray Dudley. But that being said, this one, apparently, under funky League of Shadows rules, and there they go. Whiteside recently. Wait a minute. Little bitch ass is back out here. Ron Awesome's former tag team partner. And he just jumps in and drop kicks Whiteside. There is no disqualification in this match. And little bitch ass is unconcerned. Bitch ass driver! And apparently we're seeing something of a reuniting of this former tag team. 1, 2, oh, Whiteside kicks out at 2. Almost beaten in the first 45 seconds of this match. Oh man, timber head drop. Belly-to-belly suplex by the Whiteside. Of course, he's got that size and strength. Ron Awesome spent most of this year trying to slay his demons. Pay back anybody that's ever wronged him. Oh, could not get the cutter right there. Oh, the clothesline. Tapped Ron Awesome on the top of the head. And he just eats that punch in the face. Up in the air, nice counter move by Ron Awesome. Now, both of these guys, the story of their career in the past year has been how much of the fact that it's been in its twilight. Both guys been in some of those brutal matches in history, and Ron Awesome, with no good sense applied, has really just turned up the volume on that this year in his 2 fight pit matches that he had with the Skinny Wolf. Some of those matches with Kid Christian were absolutely brutal. Oh, kick to the face. And the Awesome one in trouble here. Into the hammerlock. And now gonna bridge the arm. And drives the knee to the spine. Up on the shoulders of the Whiteside and drops him down. 2 count only. He was that close, folks. Over the top rope, and I think a little bit of frustration as I think Whiteside wanted that match over right then and there. Up in the air. Oh, Whiteside may have been going for a brainbuster. Ron saved his life. Oh my God, he just powerbombed him head first into the LED board. Oh my God, 1, 2, and oh my God, Whiteside kicked out. Unbelievable. Whiteside looking over Ron Awesome. You gotta wonder what kind of condition Whiteside's in right now, but he's showing he wants to go for the scissor fight slam, but Ron Awesome felt it coming and comes back with a neck breaker on that injured neck and head of Whiteside. Headbutt! Headbutt! Headbutt again! Another headbutt as Ron Awesome has, well, he's picked his style and he's sticking with it. Face first into the LED board again. Awesome goes for the cover. 1, 2, no! Whiteside kicks out. Not a strong kick out. A DDT on the floor. How much more can Whiteside take? Pushes him down. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. It's over. And Ron Awesome lays out Whiteside. Avenging perhaps those losses to Whiteside when Awesome challenged him for the MVWF title so many years ago. Again, that's been his story all year long, trying to slay his demons. Perhaps he's slayed another one here tonight. Whiteside didn't come unarmed, but of course it was that power bomb into the LED board that made all the difference in the world. Which he followed up with that neck breaker, and the Awesome one is victorious here in Los Angeles.
Ron Awesome, LBA.
And with a little help from his tag team partner, who knows how this match might have gone otherwise. And I gotta say, I'm looking forward to this one, folks. This one's gonna be a war. The feud between the League of Shadows and AJ the Giant and Brandon Bones has expanded to include guys like Tom Brady and Rock Holly. The Shadow King took control of the MVWF's book away from Brandon Bones. He might have even had a hand in getting him with that PED suspension. AJ, the Giant, and my colleague Eddie Stank went on to book the Super 32 tournament that was won by MC Honky Lips, who now has the main event slot of the challenger, the main event at ManchMania against G-Man Ryan Crawford. But this one is the first of two huge grudge matches that are going to double main event tonight's show. And this raucous crowd here in the Los Angeles Stadium, ready for this big grudge tag team match, and it's AJ versus MC Honky Lips to get it started. And now AJ picks up Honky Lips by the ears and just tosses him like a giant. Oh man, nice high kick, but doesn't knock the Giant down. And the Giant just overpowering Honky Lips. Of course, the Giant wants to have some kind of revenge for that loss that he suffered in the tables match. Honky Lips. And isn't that the kind of move that the Giant is susceptible to? The sunset flip. And for some reason, Rock Holly has thrown a steel chair into the ring. And now look at this. Bones, Doomsday device. And Honky Lips desperately makes the tag. And it's Bones against the Shadow King. Up on the shoulders, the Shadow King gets countered. Oh, DDT just barely missed that chair. Bones fires the Shadow King into the corner. Oh, but the Shadow King turns him around, and the Shadow King takes a cheap shot at AJ the Giant. Big boot to Bones' face. Up in the air, Shadow King lifts Bones up, power bombs him right down. And yes, you are powerful. Kick to the midsection, but Bones knows how to take tremendous amounts of punishment. Has been in some of the greatest matches in history. Oh, look at this, another double team move by the former tag team champions, Bones and AJ, the first tag team champions of Phase 2. Oh, big clothesline by the Shadow King. And you know he's been looking for a chance to get his hands on AJ, but he tags out to Honky Lips. And here it comes. Nope. Headbutt for the challenger in the main event at ManchMania, but there's a jawbreaker standing right up to him. Snapmare. Oh, kick to the spine. Of course, our fight pit match, 2 out of 3 falls inside of a steel cage, submissions and knockouts only. Ryan Crawford, Ryan Doyle, in a last battle grudge match, non-title match. Oh, man. Into the corner. The complicated feelings that Ryan Doyle must have right now, knowing that his brother, Honky Lips, is in the main event and he's not, because he lost to him in the finals of the Super 32 tournament. Oh, man, and Bones is biting his hand. Bones not above taking some cheap shots. the desperation he has to want to get back his federation, and with the talk of a Shadow King AJ the Giant rematch. Oh, double team move! Man, that's 3 double teams by AJ and Bones. And a tag, a quick tag, and now Rock Holly screaming at Brandon Bones from across the ring. And now the Shadow King looks to swing a chair right to the head of AJ. And he takes the chair away. And it falls to the ground. Oh, Tiger suplex! AJ took that chair shot like a man. Oh, but he gets double teamed in the corner by the League of Shadows. Up in the air, back body drop. Have you ever seen the Giant that high in the air? And a desperation tag. And Bones drop kicks him low. And a kick to the face. Very good tag by AJ. And he is down outside the ring while Tom Brady stares daggers at the League of Shadows. And Bones distracted by Rock Holly. Oh, full Nelson slam way up in the air. And Bones going after the eyes of the Shadow King. Oh, splashes him on the back. Oh man, knee to the midsection. Shadow King fights his way out of the corner and just laying the bash to him. Oh, knee lift. Shadow King in trouble. Bones all over him. DDT on the floor. Shadow King does not want to get stuck in a corner somewhere with Brandon Bones. Up in the air, no! Shadow driver! Bones is dead! Cover him, it's over! Oh, what is the Shadow King gonna do? Off the ropes he goes. Moonsault! Man, that's such a sight to see on the bigger man doing a move like that to the smaller man. And over the top rope he goes. Up over the shoulder. Tom Brady almost getting involved right there. Tom Brady, of course, stuck his head into the MVWF because of how angry he was over Rock Holly being absorbed into the League of Shadows. He claims he's going to lay some tough love on Rock Holly. And there was nothing on that forearm shot by Honky Lips, but the drop kick connects. And Rock Holly trying to get the Shadow King to his feet outside the ring. And there, a spinning, roaring forearm shot, and the second one busts Brandon Bones open. And a desperation tag, and here comes AJ. Oh, takes him down. Big super kick to the face. AJ said it should have been me in the main event. Up in the air, choke slam. And he's setting up for the earthquake. Time to knock the bottom out. Pin him. No, he doesn't go for the pin. And Honky Lips makes, oh, nice roll through. But Honky Lips still within proximity of him. Can't seem to get him to move, though. The Giant going dead weight. Elbow shots. Breaks the grip of the Honky. And now into his own corner and a hip check. Bones is down and he's bleeding. AJ gonna alley-oop. Takes him out of the corner. This match has been all action from the bell and another hip check. Honky Lips just a few days removed from the biggest opportunity in his career. He is undefeated in one-on-one matches all year long tonight. He goes in as the challenger. I would have to say is perhaps still, in spite of all of that, a slight underdog. And again, AJ laying in the punishment on Honky Lips. Back and forth now. AJ trying to establish some sort of dominance and get some momentum going. And now Rock Holly up on the apron again, trying to distract AJ the Giant. And no one's having it. Oh, there it is, the bear hug! The bear hug! Honky Lips in big trouble. The Giant putting the squeeze on him. Will he quit? No, he won't. And AJ out of gas. Not enough to follow up. Turns him over. Long time coming with that pinfall attempt. 1, 2. No! Honky Lips just gets out in time. Gets himself free. Some forearm shots really working for him, but a straight jab. And that high-end slam sends him flying. And AJ cutting him off. And here comes Bones, bleeding from the head. I'll bet you he believes just as much as AJ does that it should have been him at ManchMania, and a chair shot to the head, and Bones is now in big trouble. There's blood all over the chair. And a desperation enziguri by Bones may give him a moment to breathe. The blood on that chair, and now Bones into the submission hold. Bones trying to make Honky Lips tap, but Honky Lips can't stay in it. Bones too weak from the blood loss to hold his grip. Honky Lips now got Bones up in the air. Sit out powerbomb. Might be a chance to put Bones away. And now he's stuck in the corner. Oh, nice arm drag. Got himself out of there. Handspring. Oh my God, into the backflip kick. And look at Bones. He's distracted by Rock Holly again. Oh, suplex on the chair. Right on the back of his head on the chair. The Shadow King lands a punch. And it's a Guri, a shining wizard, whatever you want to call it, the kick to the head. Oh, and another one, and Bones' face bounces off the bottom rope. Honky Lips all over him right now. Honky Lips setting up for the shotgun drop kick in the corner. And a Gata Davida. And Honky Lips absorbing the power of this Los Angeles crowd. Bones now getting worked over, fighting his way out of the corner. Went to slap him in the face and gets decked. Back and forth as the strikes and a super kick. Bones, straight jacket suplex. And again, Bones is distracted by Rock Holly. Oh, gutbuster off the shoulders. And Honky Lips, maybe poised. Nope, he's tagging in the Shadow King. He wants the master, the leader, the double stomper to be the one to get the victory, to rub it into Brandon Bones just that much more. tag nicely done by Bones. Got himself out of there. Look at this. Gonna slingshot him. Avalanche in the corner. And now Bones picks him up. Crushes him. Shadow King is done. 1, 2, and Hockey Lips makes the save. I think that would have been it. And look at AJ getting right in Pat's face. This one has been heated since the bell. And face first. And a boot. A giant boot by AJ. Where is Bones? Is he brawling with Rock Holly down there? Oh, out of the corner. No, he's not. I've lost track of Bones. Punch to the midsection. That bloody chair is still out there. And now the Shadow King's got the giant into the cradle pile driver onto his head. And now the Shadow King calling for a triple power bomb off the top rope. The giant going all the way up. The assist. Rock Holly's in the ring. Here comes Bones. Oh, AJ destroyed in the ring. I think he's bleeding from the ear. 1, 2, 3, it's over. And the League of Shadows is victorious. And perhaps a dent in the armor of AJ the Giant, who suffers his first loss to the Shadow King. Folks, watch the replays. I gotta take a leak. Look at the triple power bomb that got it done. I don't know how you're supposed to kick out of that with the illegal help of Rock Holly. But of course, there was no disqualification. And the Shadow King got the pin.
Here are your winners, the Punisher, PSD, and the Witch King, the League of Nations.
All right, folks, I'm back. Let's get this going. Main event time. This one, folks, is the basic definition of a grudge match. As you all know, Ryan Doyle ended G-Man Ryan Crawford's second championship reign, leaving him without a successful title defense. Or with a victory, anyway. And G-Man Ryan Crawford lost the belt in short order to Ryan Doyle. Now, G-Man Ryan Crawford trained Kevin Welch. They worked together in the gym. And then Kevin Welch joined a band. He got hooked up with Hot Asian Wife and a couple of other crazy bitches. And then next thing you know, he was inspired enough to go 26 minutes with Ryan Doyle and win the championship. Only it was just a ruse. Crawford using Welch like a pawn to take out Doyle, stealing Hot Asian Wife out from underneath him. She was a plant all along, stabbing Kevin in the heart and in the back and in the balls and in the ass and all the places you don't want to get stabbed, which is basically anywhere. And Crawford pulled the shenanigans. and played the Game of Thrones and won his 3rd championship match. Defeated Ryan Doyle not that long ago in his 2nd championship match. Then was immediately followed up by Kid Christian, who cashed in his unique opportunity. G-Man Ryan Crawford is a tremendously strong champion now as he goes into his 4th title defense at ManchMania against Ryan Doyle's brother, MC Honky Lips. That being said, in this match, it's non-title and it's just a grudge match. So, and to call it just a grudge would be an understatement, as they face each other in one of the most dangerous matches we've seen all year long in numerous occasions in the Fight Pit match. 2 out of 3 falls, knockouts, submissions only, anything goes. And again, it got to the point where fucking Ryan Doyle went all the way to the finals. And this one's starting off with some heavy shots. No title on the line, but they are inside of a steel cage inside this Fight Pit, where Doyle thrives. And now round he goes with a Blue Thunder Bomb. Oh, just hits him, standing right up to him, but a second shot does take him down, so persistence and hard work paying off, and a drop kick in the corner by the champion. Main eventing his 2nd ManchMania in a row. And now he's going to work over the leg of Doyle. So many cross-threading storylines feeding between the last 2 matches. That's right, folks. We're going to announce it now. It's the Shadow King. Oh, slap in the face. Shadow King against AJ the Giant, with the bookership of the MVWF is on the line at ManchMania. Be there on Friday. Of course, before we go off the air, I'm going to run down most of the card with some Battle Royals. I don't know all the participants who are going to be in the Battle Royal this year. But Brandon Bones is going to take on CM Punk one-on-one. Kevin Welch is going to take on Rob Gronkowski. Skinny Wolf and Cube are going to take on the Young Bucks from AEW. Like I just said, AJ the Giant against the Shadow King for the bookership of the MVWF. Tom Brady versus Rock Holly. And we're going to have to get back to you about that tag title match. I do not know what's going to happen there. No announcement by the Shadow King just yet. Of course, the Heartbreaker, Doyle, Ryan Doyle will face the white side after he gets done destroying Ryan Crawford here tonight. Nice move there. The champion going into the cross arm breaker, going to grapevine the leg. Got a leg scissored. Can he get a submission out of Doyle? No, he cannot. Oh, man. Crawford been in most of the control of this match thus far. And a stomp across the soft part of the leg. The bone exposed in the shin. And a side headlock now as Crawford likes to show off. Or perhaps Crawford will defeat Doyle and get a little revenge for everyone thinking that Doyle's better than him. But again, Doyle not staying in that move for too long. Stalemate. Left-sided DDT. He got him good there. Uppercut. Steps back. Head first into the steel cage. And now the Dragon Sleeper. but the exposed knees leave him open, and a forearm shot runs right through him. Shoulder smash in the corner, belly-to-belly suplex. He loves that combination, does Doyle. Oh man, the strikes are coming fast and furious from Doyle, and a clothesline catches him in the side of the head. Crawford saw it coming but couldn't avoid it entirely. And a battling left hand. It still ends up in the corner, fires out with an elbow. Doyle a little surprised by it. And again, that kick to the leg. Crawford's been working him. Oh, look at that. Tucks his head down, up in the air. Shoulder breaker. And Doyle has been a beast, and look at him making his comeback here, but Crawford refusing to say die as well. Each man looking to get that first fall. Crawford not staying vulnerable to any of Doyle's submissions thus far. He's had a defense for everything. And again, another shoulder block and another belly-to-belly suplex, getting it done. Doyle now with the head scissors and driving the elbow strikes to the top of the head, which of course is long known to be Crawford's big weak point. Doyle now staggering to his feet, throwing a wild right at nothing. Oh, go to sleep. And the straight shin kick takes his head off. Crawford in big trouble. And Doyle going to stick with what he knows, returning to the fundamentals to wear his man down. Crawford has had a lot of long matches this year. Uh-oh. This one might not last long. Tombstone onto his head. And I think Crawford may have wet himself. And Doyle not following up. Just making Crawford crawl around in front of him. The champion not going to take too kindly to that lack of dignity. And he gets cut off in midair. Double sledge. Double sledge again. Underneath Doyle. Flying clothesline. Chop the chest. The champion not backing down. Give him credit. Oh, and there's his flying leg lariat. Takes Doyle down. 8 minutes into this one, and the crowd is rumbling. And look at that, there's that submission hold. Doyle just powers his way free. Oh man, attitude adjustment. The champion rolls through again with another one. Just trying to pile on the punishment to keep Doyle down. Clotheslines him. Clothesline. Oh, that time he missed. Doyle can just absorb so much punishment. And here it is. Good night. Into the choke out. The rear naked choke. And he taps. He made Crawford tap. But of course the champion has to tap. He's this close to ManchMania. He can't afford to get injured. Oh, and that looks like it might have done it too. Hell's Gate. Doyle looking for revenge. Crawford in trouble. And he taps! And it's over! And the Shadow King's plan has come to fruition, as now Crawford is totally weakened for his main event at ManchMania. Welch got revenge. Doyle got revenge. Will Honky Lips be the one to take him out and end his streak of 3 title defenses as only that? Doyle says he's the wrestler of the year. All right, folks, let's run it down. Another come-from-behind victory for Ryan Doyle, and there it is. Crawford tapping out to the choke out to win the first fall. Gave him the pile driver into the Hell's Gate and another submission. Congratulations, Ryan Doyle. Well, folks, let's just run down the ManchMania card. The main event, He-Man Ryan Crawford defends the MVWF World's Heavyweight Championship against undefeated MC Honky Lips. The legend, Rock Holly, goes one-on-one with 6-time Super Bowl winner, Tom Brady. Ryan Doyle, who you see on your screen right there, will have no doubt a no rules, no countouts, no disqualifications, anything goes match against the white side, his former tag team partner. Walker goes one-on-one in a grudge match against Arn Patrick. Little bitch ass will go one-on-one with Ron Awesome, the man he rescued tonight. Skinny Wolf and Cube go in a tag team match against the the Young Bucks. There'll be 2 battle royals, and in one of the biggest matches of the night, AJ the Giant goes one-on-one in a rematch one-on-one with the Shadow King, with the bookership of the MVWF at stake. Kevin Welch will go one-on-one with Rob Gronkowski. And we'll have a couple of battle royals, folks. It is going to be such a stacked card. You don't want to miss the biggest event of the year. Coming to you from the MVWF Stadium right here in New Hampshire. Folks, I am Damian Andrews. So for everyone here tonight, thank you for joining us. We will see you next week at ManchMania.